Hey guys, I'm Charlie Moorcraft, an ordinary guy with an extraordinary story. Across 2 decades and around the globe, I've told the story of my accident to millions of people. I've been humbled by their many moving responses I've gotten in return. Some have said that I touched their lives. Some credit my message for saving a family member's life by exposing dangerous attitudes and careless behavior. Some pat me on the back and wrap me in their arms, and they call me a hero. It feels great. Then I remember, I'm no hero. I'm the guy who was burned over 50% of his body, got burnt to a crisp. I spent 5 years in hospitals being put back together again. Why? Because I took one shortcut too many. I thought that a serious accident would never happen to me. And if it did happen to me, I figured the only one who would be hurt by it would be me. But I was wrong. That shortcut and my failure to wear safety equipment and follow the procedures cost my kids 5 years without a dad. So on this particular day, it was a hot August day. It was actually the day before I was due to go on vacation. And my wife and kids were already down at the beach. We'd rented a bungalow down at the beach, and they were down there. And they were waiting for me to finish up on a night shift to start my vacation. And I was back in a control house there, sitting at my desk, my feet up in a desk in my normal night shift position, raring to go to work, ready to spring into action on a moment's notice. And I got a call on my radio to go out to one of the manifolds in a refinery to change out a blank. So I reached over, I grabbed the blank by the stem, and I gave it a heave. And from somewhere in that pipeline, and to this day I don't know where, I got a surge of material, and it came gushing out and hit me smack in the eyes, and it ran down all over the front of me. And I often wonder if I had my safety glasses on that night, would I have gotten out of there in time? I really don't know. Because when I got hit in the eyes with the chemical, I was temporarily blinded. And I wanted to take off running for a safety shower. It was located maybe about a half a block away. And it took me a minute to get my eyes clear so I could see it run. And I finally got them clear, and I took off running across the platform and down the stairs. And as I ran down the stairs, I can remember running past my truck, looking at the truck and saying to myself, oh my God, truck's running. Of course, there's a procedure in the refinery that says you never, ever leave a vehicle running because it can become an ignition source. But that's another procedure I never quite followed. I was always jumping in and out of that truck here and there to do a quick job. And as I ran past the truck, I could see it coming. I could actually feel it coming. I saw the vapors drifting over to the truck, saw them hit the truck. I saw the truck blow, the whole area blow, and I blew with it. And I was just one great big ball of flames from head to toe. And I can remember thinking and debating, am I going to make it to that safety shower? Should I keep on running? Or should I just stop and die where I am? Next thing to do is I jumped up and reached my radio to put in an emergency call, but my radio was gone. It was blown off, along with a lot of my clothing. Next thing I did was I started to run around and try to control this fire. I don't remember any pain at this time, any pain at all. I guess you go into shock, and your training takes over. And I started to run around and shut valves and turn on fire equipment and do whatever I could do just to contain this thing. And it seemed like it took forever for the emergency squad and rescue guys and a fire department to get to me. And I guess it did take longer than normal because they literally had to fight their way through the flames. What you see here is I have no idea. 20, 30 operations later, maybe more. I lost track a long, long time ago. This is all new. This is totally rebuilt. And by the best plastic surgeons literally in the world. This is a new eye. I can see it in my eye, but everything underneath it was all blown away, including my cheek. My ear is rebuilt. My nose is rebuilt. My mouth was extensively rebuilt. Because I was running in the flames, I was trying to hold my breath so I didn't suck them in and destroy my lungs. I couldn't do it. I finally took a breath, and I totally wiped out my mouth. See that mask? You have to wear that mask and that suit for 1 solid year. 1 year. You can't take it off. It's used to keep down scarring and infection. If you have ever thought that your safety equipment was uncomfortable, or that seatbelts were uncomfortable, or that following a procedure or pain in the butt, try wearing that mask for 1 solid year. My daughters, I have 2 beautiful daughters, Dana and Jennifer. 2 kids that are as opposite as day and night. I don't know how 2 kids can be sisters and be so different, and they're definitely sisters. One is as outgoing could be, that's Jennifer, my younger one. My older one, Dana, is as quiet and sensitive as can be. When I first started doing these presentations, I used to say that Jennifer was fine. She was too young at the time of the accident for anything that bothered her, and nothing bothers Jennifer. But I was wrong. I don't know how long ago it is now that Jennifer started therapy as a direct result of this accident. Direct result. My older daughter, Dana, the quiet, sensitive one, she went from a straight-A student to failing every single subject to an attempted suicide. Everything I had, I lost. In 1 split second. 1 second it was there, the next it was gone. Just like that. I have a granddaughter today. Her name is Jenny. And Jenny is 7 or 8 years old, babe? Yeah. And I've been waiting forever to take Jenny to Disney World. You know, I've just been waiting forever so she's old enough to enjoy Disney World. So I finally got to take her there, and I guess it was 2 years ago now. And of all the great rides in Disney World, of all the great rides, what do you think she liked the best? No, now Small World is one of them, but the one she loved was the sliding pond at the damn swimming pool at the hotel. So all she wanted to do all day is go down that sliding pond, you know? And somebody had to be there at the bottom to catch her because she's only 6 years old and she can't swim that well. And in the last, don't forget my accident was out almost 30 years ago now. And in the last 2 years so far, I've had 6 operations. And this is the last 2 years as a direct result of that accident that happened all those years ago. 6 operations. The last one was on my shoulder. So Jenny would be going down the swimming pool, the sliding pond, and she'd be yelling, "Grandpa, Grandpa, come and catch me." But Grandpa couldn't catch her because Grandpa just had his shoulder operated on. And I couldn't pick her up. This is almost 30 years later, and I can't pick up my own granddaughter. That is the price you pay for an accident. That's the price. Safety is not about statistics. It's not about money. It's not about any of that stuff. Safety is about going home at the end of the day, kissing your wife, hugging your kids. safety is personal. It's real, real personal. It's about families. It's about your families.